Hello everyone and welcome back to Hedgerow Stitching. It's been a beautiful start to spring here in Cornwall. With all the blossoming trees and flowers, I've been feeling very inspired. I want to try something new in this video and share with you a little project I started this week to hand dye my own wool for some socks I am knitting. I have already made some socks for everyone in the family, and now this time I wanted to make some for myself, but added a little piece of spring to them as well. We have many beautiful flowers popping up around where we live, from buttercups to dandelions and daffodils and gorse, so I wanted to see if I could make my own yellow dye. At the back of our rewilding field there are a few gorse bushes with little yellow flowers, so I collected those up along with some buttercup petals. I think there is something so special to creating your own pigments from the land and incorporating that into projects. I'm trying to take more inspiration from the land around me to really bring out the hedgerow part of hedgerow stitching. I also noticed this really beautiful plant called vetch growing here in the field, so took some of that to bring inside along with some buttercups. I'm hoping to make a lot of progress this spring and summer on our garden, and was thinking about what to do with this flower bed. We also planted around 500 trees over the last few years, so every now and again I go back here to check up on them and make sure they're growing fine. Some of them just need a little bit of encouragement. So once I'd stripped all the yellow petals, I soaked them overnight in some warm water, and the next day I slow boiled them to try and get as much of the pigment out as I could. I think the colour turned out really nicely, almost like a yellow mustard, which I'm really happy about. Well, I'm back in my laundry room and I thought I would show you how the wool turned out that I dyed with the gorse. Now, the base I used was just a general natural twisted sock 4-ply, and this is another dry one that I've got. So it comes in a long hank like this. And my dried colourway ended up like this. So you compare the two colours. A lovely warm gorse yellow. This is all dried and wound ready for sock knitting, and the pattern I was going to use is At the Vicarage sock, and I was going to choose for the heel, toe and cuff an alternate colour, and I was going to choose perhaps this colour from my set of singles that I got in an advent calendar last year, so I would probably go with that one to keep them like a pretty spring summer colourway. So that is how my lovely gorse dyed wool turned out, so I'm looking forward to doing those socks. I have been on a bit of a sock kick recently, and I made a pair of socks for my husband. These are just a vanilla pair of socks, 72 stitches with stocking stitch and an alternate colour for the heel, toe and cuff. The colourway I used was Lay Family yarn, and this is called Sweater Weather, and the alternate colour was a colourway from these singles colourway. So they turned out really well. Quite a long, medium length in the leg sock for him. He's not yet worn them yet. And then I knitted my son a pair of socks, and these were in the same pattern, so 72 with a single stocking stitch and an alternate toe, heel and cuff. And this was knitted in Lay Family yarn again, Industrial Heritage colourway, with an alternatively dyed single from the advent calendar. I finished the pair of shorty socks that I knit for my daughter. So this is the pattern that I used, and I used this very pretty colourway from West Greencroft Yarns. This colourway is Victoriana. She has the socks, so I don't have them here to show, and they fit her perfectly, and she wants another pair. I may be able to get another pair out of this because they're just the shorty socks, so we'll see about that. I knitted a sock for myself when I got round to doing one for myself, and I used calculations from the School of Sock. This is by Summerlee Design Company. It's just a vanilla sock, and for my foot size, I'm a size UK 6. I used a 64 stitch cast on and knitted with stocking stitch with an alternative heel toe and cuff again, and I used this is one of Beehive Yarn sock sets, and I think this is in the flower crown in the Audrey base of her yarns with the alternate colour for the sock. I just followed the calculations in the School of Sock directions for my length size, and it fits really nicely. I went on to knit the second sock, and this is as far as I've got. I knit my socks with Magic Loop method, and funnily enough, I picked up a different colour yarn. So I picked up the same make, so this is Beehive Yarns, but it's a different colourway. I think this one's Bardo and this one is Flower Crown. So side by side you can see the two differences. One's a bit darker pink. So what I'm going to do is knit another one of these, my 62, in the Flower Crown, so I have a pair that match, and then knit another one of these. And for some reason my gauge is a lot tighter today in knitting these socks, because you can see this is blocked, this isn't blocked, and you can see the difference in the size, and I counted this, and this is only a 62 stitch size, so this might be a little bit tighter on me, so I'll have to knit another one in the 62 size to get a matching pair. So this is what I'm currently finishing off at the moment, so I will have 2 sets of socks for myself, which will be fun. And then I cast on another pair of socks, and this is using wool from the Wool Barn. So this is how it comes in a skein like this, and my colourway is the blue colourway. I can't remember the shade offhand at the moment, and I'm using the Wool Barn pattern, and it's the Sandown socks. It's a lovely short pair of socks with this lovely ridge pattern. I can't remember what she calls the heel. I'll have to put it on the screen below. She puts a different heel in there, and just knitting stocking stitch to the toe. So that's as far as I've got with these ones. And my daughter spied these again this morning and wants me to knit her another pair. So this is what I'm currently knitting on. I'm going to finish my 2 pairs of pink socks. One will be a bit tighter than the other one, but that's fine because they'll stretch a bit. And I thought I would show you a little bit of my field where I picked the gorse and made my own home dye. Okay everybody, I hope you're all keeping well, and I'll look forward to seeing you in my next video. Bye bye. I'll keep them quietly apart.